So chilly.
Cute.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How do I start this?
Yeah, do you have like an intro
No.
you thought of? You could play the song, like your intro song could be the song "I'm a Man," and
Okay.
then there could, I don't know.
I'm a Man by who?
Well, I know Chicago cover. I can't remember the original guy, but Chicago ripped it off and like they charted with them.
I'll look it up.
They had a good drum solo. That was everyone's piss break.
Hey, yeah. What's up, guys? Sam here. How you doing? Hanging out with my friend, the man himself. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi there. I am Kyle Janis, owner and founder of Soothsayer Hot Sauce.
He is. Kyle and I have been friends for a while. We know each other through the festival circuit, the craft circuit.
And craft beer circuit.
The craft beer circuit. Speaking of which, we are here today at the beautiful Metropolitan Brewing Company.
Sitting Riverside.
Riverside. Tell us a little bit about Soothsayer.
So I started Soothsayer in 2015. I'd been doing traveling music production for a while. While I was doing that, just like buying and stealing hot sauces from catering all over the country and different places internationally.
Okay.
And by the time I stopped that and came back to Chicago full time, I had a collection of like over 100 bottles of hot sauce.
Nice.
And I'm sure you've had experience moving things like records and dishware. It's not fun.
No.
So before I had to move out of that apartment, I would just like for a week straight just get a cheese pizza and sit down. It's like, I'm gonna try these 8 hot sauces. Like,
Yeah.
Toss whatever I didn't like immediately and keep the rest. And while over the course of doing that, I kind of developed like a more refined, for lack of a better word, palate for what I did and did not like on hot sauces. And then it's just like, well, like I know what I do or do not like. Like, how do you make this?
Right.
And just went down a Google rabbit hole and started playing around with recipes and gave them out to friends to try and critique. And it seemed like people liked.
That's
Hell
good.
yeah, everyone's out here having a good first day of resumed indoor dining. Everyone's stoked for it.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
What was the first sauce that you ever made?
The first one I think was the first one that really stuck was Perdition.
Okay.
Which is, you can see right in front there, our flagship orange habanero with bell pepper and carrot.
It's very good.
Yeah, just like played around with a couple different things. Like that one was just the one that was like, oh, like this is perfect. Like this is exactly what I'd wanted. Like friends who tried it really loved it, and like that inspired a couple more sauces, which were Omen, our jalapeno garlic, and then Harbinger, which is a roasted red pepper and Manzano pepper. Which when I first made that sauce, that was the first time I ever even knew the existence of a Manzano pepper.
Yeah.
I was looking for habaneros, and the guy doing produce at Tony's Food Market over on Fullerton was just like, oh, what do you need them for? And I described what I was trying to do. He's like, oh, no, try this.
Yeah.
And yeah, ever since, I mean, that's been a mainstay of what we've done.
Those can be terrifying peppers. I grew some Manzanos at home a couple years ago in our garden, and there was one that was on the vine for like a super, super, super long time. And then I brought the plant in because it was on the vine for so long it was like winter.
Yeah.
And I brought it in a pot, and my business partner dared me to eat it, and I did, and I like thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. It was like crippling stomach pains, and it was really, really rough.
They're one of the peppers, like, I mean, every pepper, because they're all variables, like have a range of Scoville units they can be, and Manzanos swing wildly.
Yeah.
Like they could be almost a bell pepper, or they can be over a habanero.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess jalapenos can be similar.
Jalapenos can get, but I mean, there's a ceiling on them that Manzanos far surpass.
Oh my god, yeah. No, I loved cooking with them. I love a nice Manzano salsa.
Oh yeah.
Do they call them Manzanos because they're like apples?
So I've been telling people that. I'm not sure if that's a thing or not.
I don't know either.
They look like a little crab apple.
Right.
Like,
I mean, I've seen them get like this big.
Oh yeah, they're at. I was at Cermak yesterday.
Yeah, Cermak's got huge ones.
They were massive, which is convenient because I need to make that hot sauce tomorrow,
Yeah,
and I could just buy 6 of them and be good.
Well, so did you like look online to kind of get like a kind of a baseline on how to make a hot sauce, or you kind of already had that? Or?
So there's I think the website's called thehotpepper.com, and they have just like a 90s style message board that there's different subtopics, and like it's very well moderated.
Like green text.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Green text, a lot of links, like the weird boxes where you have like your own little like avatar and your name, and like you get like a score and stuff.
That's all right. I was gonna verify we're still
good.
We can bleep it out.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, I'm surprised I made it this long.
I know. I'm shocked. We're doing very good.
Doing great.
We're doing really good.
And so they have everything broken down on that like forum page. Like they have a lot of like reviews. It's an industry thing, which is weird to talk about the big hot sauce.
Big hot sauce.
But they're like, it's a lot of people. Like there's legitimate producers. Like I think the people who do Yellowbird hot sauces are on there. Like a lot of people I've come to meet doing like different, like the Hot Sauce Expo that's been out in Bridgeview. So they're just like legitimate producers, and then like home and hobby enthusiasts that like how to ferment things out of mason jars, up to like what do you need for commercial legitimate production.
Right.
And so it was actually a great resource, and the people I've met early on in doing this who were already involved in the industry were all pretty genuinely great about sharing their knowledge. Like I've met the guy who does, I think it's K. John's hot sauce, who's the guy who created the Carolina Reaper pepper.
Oh, okay.
Which, if you're watching this and don't know what it is, don't eat it. It's hot as hell, and you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Your tummy's gonna be sad.
Your tummy is gonna be mad at you. But like even him, like there's a hot sauce Hall of Fame because everything has a stupid Hall of Fame.
Right.
But yeah, some guy who's 30 plus years in the industry, like one of the most well-known figures, would just like gave me his business cards, like send me questions anytime, and I'd send him emails and be like, oh no, you should do this.
Yeah.
Like here's the kind of equipment, look at these licenses.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was really cool to be kind of just taken in the wing of the industry like immediately.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I often feel like when people would come up to me and ask me about the food truck, the first thing they would say, oh, do you have any, I really want to open a food truck, what's your advice? And I would say, don't.
Yeah.
But then obviously after a little bit of a laugh, in the awkward silence where I'm not laughing and they are, I'm like, don't do it.
No, but for real.
No, but for reals, don't do it. After that, I honestly did feel like I kind of had an obligation to like coach when I had the opportunity to coach, because no one coached me, and I feel like there was a lot of wasted energy.
Same.
On just educating yourself on how to do any of this stuff.
Well, when you're teaching yourself the thing, like you don't, like we were talking about before we started filming, like you start listening to different opinions, and like you don't have just even a baseline to judge what is or is not right or correct.
Yeah, so whatever opinion you hear is the truth every time you hear it.
Yeah.
As opposed to, when later you're going to be like, that's not true. That's dumb advice. Yeah.
That's the exact opposite of what I should have done.
Opposite of what I should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the time, it was important. Speaking of which, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
Yep, doing good.
Good. Brett, this is my good friend Kyle.
Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure.
Brett is the owner and operator of Arigato Market.
Awesome.
Who I'm sure you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Kyle owns and operates Soothsayer Hot Sauce.
Oh,
which
awesome.
I'm sure you're familiar with them.
Very cool.
Man, I'm just brokering
Nice.
friendship.
I know, you
Yeah.
are. I know. Yesterday,
I got Logan hooked up with Mike, and they're gonna go skating together.
Oh, nice.
Oh, a little dude date. That's awesome.
Exactly. They're having a man day. It's gonna be beautiful.
That's awesome.
On the quarter pipe in the brewery, they're gonna have a blast.
Hell yeah.
So now you
Cool.
guys gotta hang out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brett and I used to cook out of Kitchen Chicago together.
Oh, nice.
We
back in
started
the day.
basically around the same time, I think,
we
right?
started around the same time,
Hell
and
yeah.
I was like, this dude's making tacos, and he's got a BMW. What am I doing wrong? No, but we were cooking out at Kitchen Chicago at the same time. We used to run into each other.
Yeah.
This was, even before we got the food truck, I think.
Yeah.
I would say you look super familiar. Did you ever used to do like tours at Kitchen Chicago?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, you look like I went in there because I was trying to cook out of there too.
Oh, really?
And you just
I
like
mean, I was
very-
always there.
Very well dressed all the time. What was his name? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. God.
He was the most like stylish dude I've ever met.
God. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
He's
Like,
amazing. He
just
actually
awesome.
helped me. He helped me. This is the things you do to get licensed in Chicago. In order to avoid having the food truck registered at Chicago Smoke, which is a minimum of $500 a month just to be on the books,
Yeah.
even if you never go there, we wanted to do Kitchen Chicago, but their garage is only like 10 and a half feet tall. And then I was like, well, we're registered at Kitchen Chicago. And then the health department, the BACP, was like, okay, cool. I'm going to need pictures of the food truck inside of the garage. So I had him, what was his name?
I can
It's on
literally
the
see
tip
his
of my
face
tongue.
right now. And
Yeah.
I know.
He helped me climb onto the roof of the food truck and completely disassemble and remove the AC unit.
Yeah.
So there was a hole in the top of the food truck just to be able to
Just to
drive
get
it,
it into-
to pull it into the garage, and then put the cover for the AC unit on the roof, take the pictures, pull the food truck out, and then reassemble the AC unit.
Oh my God.
That's
And
incredible.
he helped me do it, and I was like, you get free tacos for life.
Yeah.
He never redeemed it. So, I mean, thanks for the help.
Yeah,
The things we do.
the memories.
Yeah.
The memories of the shady shit we do to be licensed in Chicago.
I couldn't believe it, yeah.
So yeah, well, it's good to see you.
Me too.
I'm gonna order some tacos at some point.
Yeah,
Honestly,
cool.
Yeah,
Well, here's a menu.
cool.
Try
Thanks.
it out.
Hell yeah.
But,
Anything new?
no, I just keep it to the basics, honestly.
Nice.
No one likes new shit right now.
No one likes new. What we were talking about, we were like, and I think I was talking to you about it
They just want
yesterday.
memories, I think,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Comforting, like
I tried to do some
remember
new
the
stuff and
before
none of it
times.
sold.
Yeah.
They're like, why aren't you doing that one? So,
Yeah.
anyways, but,
I'll see you in a
Cool.
minute.
Nice meeting you.
All right.
Too.
So, how many hot sauces have you made? Like, how many recipes? Like, how many different ones have you released? I guess.
To date, we've put out, I think we're at 28 now, different flavors. Which I mean, a lot of the stuff we do are collaboration projects. Like, we've only ever released 4 sauces that weren't tied to like either a musical artist or a brewery or alcohol company.
Sure.
So I mean, in developing that kind of model and those relationships, like, we're constantly asked, like, I'm working on 8 new projects right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're constantly asked, like, oh, can you do this? And like, people do want like a custom thing, and like at this point we have a threshold for what's worth it to us to do that. But I mean, when we first started, it's like, I'll make whatever for whoever just to do this.
Totally.
Like, we had our lowest production run ever to date was for the band Tens. We put out a hot sauce for their album release, like, weekend thing that they did, and I think there were only 36 bottles of that ever made, which was good because they wanted to do a hot sauce with 10 different kinds of peppers in it, and it tasted like shit. I like my buddy Alex. Oh, yeah. No, my buddy Alex, who has a Soothsayer tattoo, who's had most of the things I've ever made.
Yeah.
He swears that that's his favorite, and I swear that he has no taste.
Okay. I mean, he gets a pass because he has a Soothsayer tattoo.
Yeah, well, not everyone who does gets a pass.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple. There's people. There's at least one person out there who has a Soothsayer tattoo who I've never met,
Really?
which is insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's how you know you've made it.
Yeah, I mean, we have, like, I think to date there's probably 15 Soothsayer tattoos floating around.
I'll get one.
Hell, let's do it.
Yeah. Mike's opening his shop
Yeah.
next week.
Oh, I
think.
can't. Oh, already? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna get some work done by him.
So, how's it been since the pandemic?
I mean, it was.
Take us through your journey through the pandemic.
So I was set to leave my day job that I've been at for since I've started doing this. Like, I was set to leave that to do production with Soothsayer full time. I had an opportunity to run a food program at a coffee shop, Hexa Coffee, which we did end up releasing a menu with. But I was set to transition to the thing I'd worked for years, which was to just do this full time, to have my own schedule 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
That was supposed to happen on March 30th.
Okay.
So I've been clinging to my day job
Yeah.
for paychecks and health insurance. But I mean, it was hard. Like I had gone through 2.5 years of a graduate program. I'd worked a job that like I don't like being at. I don't like the people. I want to say I don't like the people I work with. Like I don't like the people I work for.
Yeah.
And so it was tough to like. I was at the end of the tunnel. There was not like a light. Was going towards the light.
Yeah.
And as soon as I was supposed to cross the threshold, the door closed.
Right.
And so, like, it sucked. It was really hard. Like, it took a lot out of me mentally.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I just kind of shut down for a while. And then it was just like, well, like, I still have Soothsayer. Like, even though, like, there are all these grand plans and things, like, I still can try to do what I had been doing. But our most difficult thing is our sales, historically, like, we're 90% of our sales have come through in-person sales. Like the other 10 was through retail accounts in our web store. And so to lose that and to lose our opportunity to sample products to customers, which is, I mean, when you're selling a $10 bottle of hot sauce, like that's a risky investment. Like I am, even as someone who appreciates the craft and whatever and do it, like I'm even apprehensive at different points of like if I'm in a specialty food store, it's like, well, this is interesting, but this is $11. I have no idea what this tastes like.
Right.
So I've been burned a lot before.
Yeah.
So it was just changing our model to accommodate online stuff. And like one of the things that we did early that really helped us out was like I was working from home, and I'm an event coordinator, so I didn't have that much to coordinate in April of 2020. And so I just started offering like local delivery, and would just get in my car at 8 a.m. and drive for 12 hours all over the city bringing people hot sauce to save on the shipping money.
Right.
Because at least like you can get, like, people will jump at the price point, but when you add in like the fact that minimum shipping costs for over a pound of glass bottles is going to be at least $8.
Right.
Like that's, if you're getting a bottle of hot sauce, that cost then becomes $18.
Right.
So people really responded to that, and I mean, the community around Chicago has been pretty great towards small businesses since it started. When people can.
Right.
So that was a good way to just like to have some kind of like personalized interaction with people while not actually interacting with them in person.
I think that's huge too, to be able to kind of be in front of people and just kind of, you know, it further serves to like humanize the brand. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Kyle, the owner who made this, dropped it off at my house.
Yeah, like people would be like, oh, like who should I expect? I'm like, me. Like I will be there.
It me.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the grocery store, I bought these peppers, I went to the kitchen, I boiled them, blended them, bottled them, sealed them, labeled them, and now I'm bringing it to your door.
Right. That's great. Well, so
This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, what's
be your own boss.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers. Yeah, it's the worst. So, what's next? What are you excited about? I mean, what's on the horizon for Soothsayer?
So, I mean, like I said earlier, like we have probably like 8 projects in development right now. A couple that look to be coming out within the next month. So working with some different artists, like we'll be a part of our first ever like legitimate label album release. Like our hot sauce is going to be part of like a pre-order package for a band's record, which is
cool.
really cool.
Which band?
Juju. They're experimental band. Until I got hit up, because I've worked with different artists on polyvinyl before, and so they reached out because the band was interested in doing something. Because they're one of their, I think it's, I don't know if it's an album name or a song name. It's called More Sad Than Hot.
More Sad Than Hot.
And it's hot sauce, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, we've just been emailing back and forth about different things, and like we've we're actually going to reuse a recipe that I made for my friend's wedding a couple years ago.
Okay.
So like that's the first time that'll ever be like publicly released.
Is that a service that you provide to like a special hot sauce for an event?
Yeah, we've actually we have another wedding coming up this year, so we've done 6 different weddings. I mean, we've done hot sauce for Chicago Pizza Summit.
Nice.
Yeah, we're always down for projects like that. I mean, we can do either a customized project or for a more budget-friendly event, we could repurpose one of our other hot sauces, like Perdition here, which was the hot sauce at my sister's wedding.
Nice.
And also my friends Roger and Sylvia when they got married, and then another one of my sister's friends who's getting married this coming year. She's doing the same thing, and we just brand it because I mean, at a party of 100, there might be a person or two that's had it before.
Right.
Depending on the 6 degrees of separation between the people and myself.
You're right. Well, hey, thanks so much, Kyle, for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people find you online?
SoothsayerHotSauce.com is our website. I mean, the store will be open again for the year by the time this comes out.
Okay.
Soothsayer Hot Sauce on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram's probably our most active platform because I keep getting kicked off Facebook for yelling at racists on the internet.
Fighting the good fight.
Doing what we can. So yeah, I mean, we'll have a bunch of different stuff coming. Like I think I'm gonna do like a video review series where I get like chicken tenders from different restaurants and go through my personal hot sauce collection and like review it and do a live thing and like talk to people about what they love about hot sauce.
Can you invite me?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it together.
I'd love to be there.
Hell yeah.
That'd be amazing. Cool. Well, thanks again. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you soon for another Small Business Wednesday.
Keep supporting local.